Sunday, May 13th, Mother's Day, Rocky Hill High School. Valeo in white against CFC North in black. 2 o'clock kickoff, and here we go. CFC sends it back to their left back and goes over the top. That's Max Brown in the back. We'll get lineups in a second. Max Brown, he's got Kevin in the center. He's got Dennis on the wing, Justin on the other side. Eddie's in goal. Ben's in midfield with Wally and Brendan. Ben down the middle. He tried to find Jonathan. Got cut off. 20 has it for CFC. 20 out to his left. Left back Jonathan's on him. Cut up by Ben. Ben past the 40. He's trying to find Jonathan down the wing. That's Gabe, who's a striker today. Gabe runs out of bounds. We are 45 seconds in. There's no score. It's the first goal kick of the game for CFC. They go out to the left. Left foot down the left side. Hits 13. Ben's going to take it away. Ben to the middle of the field gets taken away by CFC. Brendan's chasing. 20 steps over it. 20 gets sent back. Back to the left back. Left back hits Brendan toward the middle of the field. Brendan's after it. That was Joshua. Gabe on the outside to Justin. Justin down the right side. Nobody's on him. Justin crosses to the back post. It gets headed. The offside flag was up. That was a nice cross. Flag was up. It's going to be a free kick for CFC. About 5-yard line. So Gabe is up top. Jonathan on the right side. Joshua on the left. Midfield is Wally, Ben, and Brendan. CFC player cuts to the left side. He's trying to cut back to the middle. Brendan cuts it away. 11 has it for CFC. He sends it back to the left back. 9. 20, who's the holding midfielder. He goes out to the right side. Past Joshua. Dennis stepped up. They send it all the way back to their center back. They reverse the field to number 9 on the left side. 9 touches it slightly, comes up the field. He goes to the right side. Dennis is on it. Dennis off his left foot. It's going to go out of bounds. Throw in for CFC right near midfield. Number 2 on the throw. We are 2:40 into the first half. No score. Rocky Hill High School, Connecticut. 60, overcast, no wind. They go up the right side. Brendan's on him. 13 hits it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Valeo. Went to the Valeo bench. Valeo has 11 players today. Dennis on the throw. Dennis throws it toward Wally over his head. Past midfield. They reverse it with their left foot. Justin's going to step up. Justin to Ben. Ben's on the run. Ben tried to find Wally. Wally gets it back to Brendan. Brendan cuts it back to Ben. Nice triangle in the middle. Ben has a shot. Ben to his right sends it to Gabe. Gabe sends it into Ben. Ben on the end line. He gets hit. And the ball rolls out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for CFC. Moving a little bit. We're 3:40 into the first half. There's no score. Goal kick for CFC. It's to the right of midfield. That's off Dennis's head toward the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds. Throw in for CFC. Offensive side of midfield. They throw it back to 27. 27 is the right back. He puts it to the middle of the field. Max off his head. That's Kevin in the back. Kevin to Justin on the right side. Justin cuts back to the left. Justin up the middle to Wally. Wally got cut off. 3. Number 8 has it. 8 to 20 right in the center circle. 20 sneaks around. Brendan cuts it off. Joshua sends it to Dennis. Joshua has it. Joshua to Ben. Ben's got Brendan on the left. Hit off the defender again. That's Joshua on the ball. They clear it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw for Valeo. Right near midfield. Dennis is going to take it. Dennis to Brendan, right at midfield. Brendan turns, 2 players on him. Wally protects. Wally to Ben. Ben steps around the defender. Ben up to Jonathan. It's going to get cut off. Out of bounds. It's Justin on the ball. Justin to Jonathan. Jonathan to Justin. Justin turns on it. He keeps it. He sends it to the middle of the field to Brendan. Brendan right in the center circle. Brendan turns to his left. Brendan to the side to Joshua. Joshua to Wally. Wally to the side. That's Brendan. Back to Wally. Wally to Ben. Ben to Joshua. Joshua turns. It gets blocked. Defender left foot. That's Kevin. 13 on him. 13 sends it back to midfield. They go to the side. Brendan's off number 13. They send it back to the right back. Gabe's after him. They go up the center of the field. Gets cut off. Wally's going to get to it. Wally with Joshua on the right side now. Gabe's on the left. He sends it into the box. Goalie comes out. It's right on the back post. Goalie picks it up. 6 minutes into the first half. No score. Clouds are starting to break a little bit. It's a floater to the sideline. Dennis off his leg. Brendan has it. Brendan steps over it. Brendan to Wally. Wally in the center circle. Wally has time. Wally back to Kevin. Kevin on the ground to Joshua. Joshua turns. Back to Wally. Wally to Gabe to Joshua. Down the side to Justin. Justin inside gets cut off. Player falls on. He's down on the ground. Joshua cuts it away. They clear with their left foot. 13 has it. He's a striker. He sends a wing, and it goes out of bounds.
Backwards. No, I send me long. Come past it sideways.
6:50 in the first half. No score.
I got a guy right here. You pick him up.
Justin to Wally. Wally pokes it ahead. Gets cleared by number 9 to 15. He tries to cut the middle. 13's running in. 13's on goal. 13 shoots. Eddie pokes it over the crossbar. No, it hit the. It should be a corner. The ball ricocheted off the upright back onto the field. Player shot it. 10 on the corner for CFC. 7:25 into the first half. No score. 10. Near post, Eddie's going to catch it. Eddie's got 2 behind him. He's got to clear traffic. Eddie goes out to the left. He's got Dennis coming down the left side. Dennis pokes it ahead to Gabe. Gabe back. 8 takes it for CFC. That's Gabe on it. Gabe to Dennis. Dennis to Joshua. Joshua up the no, that's Jonathan. Jonathan's on the left side now. They flip wings. That's Dennis on his left foot to the middle of the field to Gabe. Gabe turns, shoots with his left foot. It's going to be saved by the goalie. Goalie boots it, hits 13. 13 turns to 11. 11 turns to his left. He's got 1 runner. He's the only player on the field. 13. Kevin's on him. Kevin clears it to the other side. That's Dennis. He shoot. It's saved by Eddie. They went right down the middle of the field. Eddie to Max. Max on the right side. Max to Ben, got cut off. That's 13. 13 in the middle of the field. 13's in. 13 toward Kevin. He cuts back. Player goes down. They call the foul. It's right outside the box. Eddie's setting up the wall for Valeo. 4 on the wall. Just outside the box. 10 on the free kick for CFC. Let's see what he does. He's going to curl the corner. Right to Eddie. Eddie out to the left to Dennis. Dennis has got Brendan on the left side. He tries to send him and got poked out of bounds. That one for Valeo. We're 10 minutes into the first half. No score. Dennis on the throw. Dennis to Brendan. Brendan back to Dennis. Dennis back to Kevin. Kevin turns on it. One player on him, 13. Kevin sends it across to Max. Max sends it back across to Brendan. Brendan turns to his left, sends it back to Kevin. Kevin to the side to Dennis. Dennis to Ben. Ben to Dennis. Dennis comes down the left side. He's going to cross midfield. He puts it on the ground. That's Jonathan. Jonathan ahead to Gabe. Gabe gets around the defender. He shoots. Jonathan just wide. Oh, Gustavo's in the game. Gustavo and Eric are here. Jonathan came out. They're putting Brendan on the wing. Gustavo in midfield. All right. Goalie sends it out to the left, number 9. 9 on his left foot. Sends it to the middle of the field off the player's chest. 13 has it. 13's going to turn. Max is on him. 13 sends it back to number 2. 2 in the air to the side. That's Kevin's side. There's a player there. Kevin on his feet. Kevin to Dennis. Dennis to Brendan. Brendan back to Dennis. Dennis tries to hit Brendan. Got cut off. Brendan keeps it in bounds. Brendan turns. He sends it to Gustavo. Gustavo to Wally. Wally sends it back to the left to Gustavo. Gustavo gets blocked. 27 has it. 27 gets blocked by Gustavo. He's on the run for it. And Gustavo to the corner. Tube knocks it out of bounds. Should be a throw-in. Throw-in for Valeo. 12 minutes into the first half. No score. Brendan's going to take the throw-in in the corner. He throws it back to Dennis. Dennis crosses in front, gets cleared by the defender. It bounces. Player's making a run. 15 gets held up by Ben. 15 still making a run. 15 flicks it to the side to 13. Max Brown is on him. 13, it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for CFC. 12:30 into the first half, no score. 11 on the throw for CFC. 11 back to 9. It's Joshua on this side. Joshua blocks it. 9 cuts to his right. Cuts it inside. It's coming back this way. CFC sends it back past Gabe. Brendan's making a run. 27 has it. He goes to the right side. To 10, it's going to go out of bounds. So Eric and Gustavo are now here. So Dennis on the throw. 13 minutes into the first half. No score. Dennis looks, still looking. He's trying to find Wally. Wally to Dennis. Dennis to Brendan. Brendan to Wally. Over midfield. Wally to the left. Got cut off by Gabe. Tried to get to Gabe. Got cut off. 8. Sends to the side. Here comes Dennis. He steps up. They get past him. Ben knocks it away. Out of bounds. Throw-in for Valeo. Throw-in for CFC right at midfield. They throw it to 8. That's Gustavo on the ground to Ben. Ben chips the side. He's trying to find Joshua. It's going to go out of bounds.
Yo, keep it here.
It's a throw-in for CFC. 14 minutes into the first half. No score. Number 9 for CFC. He's at the 20-yard line. Throws it down the left side. Gets headed to 13. 13 turns. 13 to the middle of the field. It's past number 8 to Dennis. Dennis to Brendan. Brendan down the left side. Brendan turns around. Brendan to Dennis. Dennis making a run. Dennis to Gustavo. Gustavo's got 10 yards in front of him. Gustavo to Joshua. Joshua inside to Gabe. Gabe shoots. Gets bumped off the ball. It should be a corner. Should be a corner for Valeo. Gabe on the corner. We are 15 minutes into the first half. No score. Gabe on the corner. He puts it close. Gustavo off his head. Ben went up for it. It bounces. That's Joshua on the bike. Gets saved by the goalie. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right. Goalie's going to boot it out. He goes to the right side. Dennis is under it. Dennis brings it down with his right foot. He goes toward the sideline. Dennis hits it off the defender. He keeps it in bounds. He comes down the right side. He sends it in front. Max Brown cuts it off. Max sends it to Brendan. Brendan turns. Brendan cuts back. Brendan gets tripped in front of the Valeo bench. That's a foul. They put it in play. That was Kevin to Dennis to Max. Max to the right, sends it to Justin, one on him. Justin to his left to Gustavo. Gustavo, light pass, 15 takes it away. 15 to the left side, 15 to the corner. 15 wants to get in, 15 to the end line. Max Brown blocks it out of bounds. Should be a corner for CFC. It's going to be just number 8. One player in front of Eddie. Dennis is on the near post. It's low to the near post. It's cleared away by Justin. It's going to stay in bounds. It's going to bounce at the 25. 20 as it gets kicked out by Joshua. We are 17 minutes into the first half. No score. 9 going to throw it in. 9 to the left side. Cleared away by Joshua. High in the air. Gabe got bumped off the ball. Brendan's going to get it. Brendan at the center circle. Brendan sends down the left side. He tried to find Gabe. Got cut off. That's 10. Hits it back to 2. 2. Wally tried to block it. It's through midfield. They go to the left. Gustavo's on him. They try to chip the box to 11. It's going to go back to Eddie. 17:30 into the first half. No score. Eddie on the goal kick. Hits it low. Past Ben. 20 off his head to 8. 8 hits Kevin. Kevin in the air.
Keep the ball for us.
Thank you.
9 down the left side. Max heads it out of bounds. "18 minutes into the first half, no score." That's number 8? No. Who's this guy? Number 11. Max off his head toward the center of the box. Gustavo, Brendan on the ground, and Wally. Wally tried to send Brendan. Brendan comes back for it. Wally steps over. Wally to Gustavo. Gustavo at the 45. Gustavo on the ground to Brendan. Brendan turns on it, gets pulled, no call. Brendan chips the wing to Joshua. Joshua brings it down with his chest. 9 on the side. 9 back to the middle of the field. That's Ben that's going to cut it off. Leaves it up for 8. 13 has it. 13 toward the middle of the field. To the side. No offside flag. 11 to the side. Hit off Justin out of bounds. Should be a corner kick for CFC. Nine is short. Brendan's on the near post. No, he's coming off the near post. Left foot. 11 to the back post. It's going to go way over 10 with the shot. Eddie, no, it goes over the top. That's a very flexible crossbar. Max is coming out of the game. They put Eric in on the right side. Justin is in the center back. Eddie on the goal kick. We're 20 minutes into the first half. There's no score. Eddie to midfield. Hits Wally in the back of the head. He goes forward. Brendan's after it. That's Gustavo on the side. Gustavo with Joshua. He's got Gabe. Just over Gabe. Two's going to go around it. Two to the sideline. He punts it out of bounds over the CFC bench. Dennis on the throw. Dennis looks, finds Brendan. Brendan on his feet. He loses it. They send it back. Brendan's trying to cut it off. They go up the side. Dennis steps up again. 20 to the sideline. 20 to the right. He tries to send the middle. Justin's down the middle. Here comes Eddie. Eddie boots it out. They better clear it. Ben has it. Ben brings it down. Ben to Justin. Justin to center back now. Justin's got Eric on the side. Eric on the right side. Eric to Ben. Ben on the ground to Wally. Wally to Gustavo. Gustavo over midfield. He's got 10 yards in front of him. Gustavo sends it back to Ben. Ben's at the 35. Ben to Gustavo. Gustavo to Brendan in front. He tried to get to Gabe. It got poked away. Wally's coming out. They're putting Jonathan on the wing, and they're going to move Brendan to the midfield. It's going to be a throw for Dennis. Dennis to Jonathan, and he poked it out of bounds. We are just under 22 minutes into the first half. No score. 27. He has a captain's armband. He puts it down the middle of the field. It's Ben. Ben to Joshua. Joshua to his right. Joshua to the right corner. He crosses it, and there's nobody there. Went by Gabe, Ben, and Jonathan. He crossed it right to the back post. It should be a throw for CFC in their right corner. Throw it back to 27, back to the corner. Down the wing. It goes out of bounds. Throwing for Valeo. Dennis on the throw. Dennis to Jonathan. To Dennis. Gets poked away out of bounds by number 2. We're 22:30 into the first half. Halfway through the first half. No score. Brendan on the throw. He throws it back to Gustavo. Gustavo to his right. Gustavo to Eric. One on him. Eric sends Ben. Here comes Ben to the right. Ben gets poked out of bounds by number 20. It should be a throw-in for Valeo. We are 23 minutes into the first half. No score. There's a sub coming in for CFC. Seems like unlimited subs in this game. That's Eric on the ball. Eric to Brendan. Brendan turns, gets it on his right foot, brings it back to Gustavo. Gustavo to his left. Gustavo to Gabe, off his toe. Joshua to the side. They lose it. Wait, Jonathan saves it. Jonathan to Dennis. Dennis makes a run down the left side. Dennis inside to Gabe. Gabe to Dennis. He shoots. Saved by the goalie. Goalie boots it low toward midfield. It's going to bounce over midfield over 13. That's Kevin on them. They go to the side. That's Dennis. Dennis turns to his left. He's going down the sideline in front of the Valeo bench. Dennis has got space. He goes up the side to Jonathan. Jonathan to Gabe. Gabe on the left side. He's got Jonathan on the near post. He's tried to send it in front. Got cleared away by the defender. Should be a corner for Valeo. Gabe is going to take the corner. They got another ball in play. We're 24:30 into the first half. No score. Gabe, he's got Dennis short. 5 is coming out. They've got one guy on the near post. He puts it, curls it toward the near post. It's got goalie made the save, went right to Gustavo, who put it over the side. It's still 0-0. 25 minutes into the first half. There's no wind to speak of here. 60 and cloudy, overcast. Over Gustavo, it bounces toward 13. Kevin has 13 and Kevin. 13 to the side. Dennis is going to get to it. Dennis has got Eddie. Eddie down the middle of the field. It's high in the air. Brendan's going to be under it. Brendan bounces over his head to Ben. Ben tried to get it to Brendan, got cut off. Gustavo's going to get, Gustavo pokes it back to Justin. Justin's got Eric on the side. Eric on the right side. Eric turns back. Eric to Gustavo. Gustavo's got room in front of him. He sends it to the left. Tried to find Jonathan on the left side, got cut off. That's Dennis on the ball, gets poked away. It's in the air. Gustavo brings it down with his right foot. He turns to his right, sends it to Jonathan. Jonathan to Ben. Ben to Gabe. Gabe back to Ben, got cut off by 20. Gustavo has it. Gustavo to Gabe, tries to get around the defender, gets cleared away. Dennis on the left side, he's at midfield. Dennis to Gustavo. Gustavo turns to his right. He loses it to 11. He gets it back. Gustavo to Brendan. Brendan to Ben. Ben to Gabe. Got cut off by 9. Shot by Ben to Joshua. Joshua shoots. Just missed the post. He had time on that shot. Really good opportunity. 26-20 into the first half. No score. Goal kick for CFC. That's Dennis off his right foot. Dennis on the side to Jonathan. Jonathan down the left side. Jonathan in front of the CFC bench. Jonathan, it got poked away. It's a throw-in for Valeo. Dennis is going to take it. Dennis to Gabe this time. Gabe's got 27 on him. He loses it. Back toward the middle. Goes down the right side. Brendan and 11 is going for it. 11 gets it to his left. 11 cuts inside. Wait, is that 11? No, 15. 15 shoots, hits Justin in the back to the side, and it's going to go out of bounds. Well, it's 15. This should be a goal kick for Valeo. 27-30 into the first half. No score. Eddie sets up for a goal kick. It's a beautiful, calm day here. Eddie low to the middle of the field. Hits their defender in the head. They cut it back. Hits Joshua. Coming to the sideline. It's going to roll out of bounds. Throw in for CFC, number 9. 5 is back. He comes down this side. Tried to flip it around the defender. Goes back to the middle. Eric tried to cut it off. 11 gets through Gustavo's legs to the side. It's Kevin's side. There's a player out there. It gets hit by Kevin. Kevin blocks it. Gabe is after it. Gabe on the sideline. Hits 2. It goes out of bounds. Really? What was the call? Okay, it's a throw-in for CFC. Down the side, hits Dennis in the head. Goes out of bounds. Making up space here, going up the field. That's taken away by Dennis. Dennis to Gustavo. Gustavo sends it to the middle of the field to Jonathan. Jonathan hits it off the defender. It deflects back into Valeo territory on the ground. Oh, he chipped it to 20. They try to chip it back. It's into the corner. That's Kevin on the ball. Kevin touches it twice. Kevin on the ground to Brendan. Brendan turns. He's got 5 yards. He goes down the wing. He tried to hit Gabe. It rolls out of bounds. Right on the offensive side of midfield. 29 minutes into the first half. No score. That's Dennis to Brendan. Brendan turns. He sends it to Gustavo. Gustavo to Brendan. Brendan sends it to the other side, but there's a player there, number 9, but it's right to Josh. Josh hits it off the defender. That's Jonathan on this side. Jonathan tries to turn on it. Jonathan looks for help. Jonathan inside to Joshua. Joshua crosses it. Gabe was over his foot. 8 to midfield to 13. 13 sends it to his right. 25 is crossing midfield. 25 to 8. 8 sends it back. Gabe comes back. 2 steps up for CFC. He goes to the middle field. Brendan presses it back. Jonathan's after the ball. 27 sends it back to the goalie. Goalie to this side to number 9. 9 steps around it. He steps to his side and it goes out of bounds.
Thank you.
Eric on the ball. Eric to Gustavo. He's got 1 to his left. They cut around the ball. That's Ben. Ben on the ground. He's trying to find Gabe. It's going to be too far. 30-30 into the first half. No score. Goalie out to his right. Gustavo over his head. 13 has it. Kevin's trying to push him back. It's blocked by Kevin. Brendan takes it away to Kevin. Kevin to Ben. Ben stepped over it. Someone had it. Brendan has it. Brendan to his right. He lofts it to Joshua. It bounces toward the corner. Josh in the corner. Josh in front to Jonathan. He had room on his left. He didn't see the shot. Ben, they call a foul on Ben. Goal kick for CFC. They go down the right side. It's over the defender. 25 heads it out of bounds. Dennis on the throw. Dennis to Brendan at the 45. Back to Dennis. Dennis pokes it ahead to Jonathan. Jonathan to Dennis. Dennis down the left side. 2 pokes it out of bounds. We are 32 minutes into the first half. No score. Ball goes through the fence. Dennis on the throw. Dennis to Brendan. Brendan to Dennis. Dennis back to Brendan. Brendan to the corner. It goes out of bounds. Looking for a runner. Wally is coming in for Brendan. We're at 32-30 in the first half. It's a goal kick for CFC. He boots it down the right side again. It's over Jonathan. Dennis to Jonathan. Jonathan to the middle of the field to Ben. Ben to Wally off his feet. Gabe has it. Gabe steps over it to his left. He pokes it ahead to Ben. He does a 360. 2 clears it to the sideline. Out of bounds. It's going to be, let's say Ben on the throw. Ben to Dennis. Dennis to Wally. Wally turns. Wally to the corner. 2 steps over it. 2 to the corner. 2. Dennis saved it with his right foot. Dennis to Gustavo. Gustavo into the middle. Went past Gabe. That's shot by Joshua with his left foot over the goal. It's a goal kick for CFC. Puts it on the ground to the center, hit by Gabe, back to the goalie. Wow. He puts it in the air this time toward the center of the field. Past Gustavo, hits him in the face. That's Dennis to Jonathan, back to Wally, back to Jonathan. Got poked out of bounds. Into the CFC bench. Dennis on the throw. Dennis to Wally. Wally protects, back to Dennis. Dennis to his left to Ben. Ben tried to find, got cut off twice. 15 on the run. 15 against Kevin. 15 to the right corner. 15 steps over it. 15, it gets poked away by Kevin out of bounds. sub for CFC. They throw into number 2. That's oh, 2 gets it. 2 crosses in front. Ben clears it. They send it back in, out of bounds. Goal kick for Valeo. Just over 35 minutes into the first half. No score. That's Eddie on the ground to Kevin. Kevin to Justin. Justin to Eric. Eric to Ben. Ben to Eric. Eric steps over to his left to Wally. Wally one on him. Wally sends the side. Here comes Gabe. Number 5's after it. 5 clears it out of bounds.
Hey, Gabe.
We're 36 minutes into the first half. No score. Eric is going to take the throw. Eric to Gabe making a run. It got poked out of bounds. Should be a corner for Valeo. Gabe is going to take the corner. They got 2 players on the near post. All of Valeo players are on the far post. Wally's coming short. Oh, got cut off. He's making a run. It bounces. Gustavo, it bounced behind him. Got poked ahead. That's Eric on the ball. Eric sends it back to Justin. 1 player on him. Justin sends it to Kevin. Kevin down the middle of the field. It's going to bounce. That's 27. That's Ben. Ben gets in. Ben brings it down. Ben, it gets deflected. Goalie's coming out. Goalie's going to save it. We're 37 minutes into the first half. No score. Goalie boots it with his right foot toward midfield. Deflects out of bounds. Should be Valeo ball. Should be that way. Joshua's coming out. Brendan's going to be on the right side now. 37-20 into the first half. Still no score. 27 brings it back. They cross it toward the goal. Eddie's going to get to it.
No, it's not even that. Just that he took such a bad part.
Eddie sends it out to the left to Kevin. Kevin on the ground to Dennis. Dennis down the left side. Dennis in front of the CFC bench. Dennis to Wally right at midfield. Back to Dennis. Back to Wally. Wally's tried to send the left. That's Jonathan. Finds Ben. Ben's got Brendan on the right side. One's on him. Brendan to the right. Brendan's got Eric with him. Brendan to the corner. Brendan crosses, gets blocked, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Valeo. Eric's on the throw. Turn toward the end line. Eric to Ben. Ben brings it down with his chest, tries to get it back to Eric, goes out of bounds. We're 38-20 into the first half. No score. Eric on the throw. Ben is short. Wally's coming toward it. Sends it to Gabe. Gabe has a shot. Gabe turned down the ball. Gabe to his right. Gabe to Ben. Ben to his left. Ben shoots. And it goes in. Ben on the shot with his left foot. 38-45 into the first half. 1-0 Valeo. "39 minutes in, it's 1-0 Valeo. 13 on the kickoff for CFC. Sends it back to 15. 15 back to 2 is their right back. That's Jonathan that stepped up. 2 has it. 2 to the right. Dennis steps up. Jonathan's pressing. 27 clears it out of bounds. Right at midfield. It's going to be a throw-in for Dennis. Ben's coming back to him. He bounces it to Wally. Wally pokes it ahead to Gustavo's side. Gustavo shields it. Gustavo has it. Gustavo to the left. Gustavo to Ben. Ben sends it back to Eric. Eric protects, sends it to Justin. Justin to Wally. Wally back to Justin. Justin to Kevin. Kevin on the left side. Kevin tries to send it out to the right side to Brendan. Brendan has it. Eric's running with him. Gustavo in front. 20 cut it off. 20 to his left with his right foot. Brendan chips it out of bounds.
Get the ball, let's go.
It's a throw-in for CFC. Right about the 40-yard line. They go down the side to 11. He's trying to get by Eric on the left side. He crosses in front. That's Justin clears it. He chips it ahead to Wally. Wally's got Brendan on the side. No one behind him. Brendan gets cut off by 15. Eric cuts it off. Eric sends it back to Justin. Justin reverses it to Kevin. Kevin on the left side. Kevin to Wally. Wally turns. He's got 10 yards in front of him. Here comes Wally. Wally sends the middle. Gabe is on side. Here comes the goalie. Goalie picks it up. They send it out to their left. Number 10 has it. 10's coming down this side. 10 has to step back to number 9. 9 on the left. Chips it back toward the middle of the field. Hits the...
Man behind.
That's 15. 15 fakes the right. Fakes to the left. Gets poked away. Hits Kevin. Kevin hits it off the CFC player who's down and hits it out of bounds. You get the ball. Should be a goal kick for Valeo. We're 42 minutes in. Sub is coming in. It's going to be Joshua for... Who came out? It's a goal kick for Valeo. Eddie on the goal kick. Eddie in the air toward Joshua. Joshua protects. Joshua back heels it to Wally. Wally's got Brendan behind him. Eric to Ben. Ben past the 40. Ben to Wally. Got cut off. 9 sends it out to 10. Ben cuts it off. Ben to himself. Goes out of bounds.
I'm gonna eat smoothie. How much, Greg?
We're in the 43 minutes in. 1-0 Valeo. They throw it in. Brendan off his head. Brendan brings it down. Brendan toward the middle of the field. Brendan to Gabe. Got cut off. Can't just... There's nobody on number 8. He's coming up the middle of the field. He goes to the right. He turns. He goes to his left. Wally goes down. 11 to his left. 11 shoots. It's going to be good for 3. There's 2 balls out now. Sure that's going to get there. Nope. Oh, it did get there. Eddie on the goal kick. 43-30 into the first half. 1-0 Valeo. Eddie low to the left. Gets by Dennis. It's heading toward the side. Jonathan saves it. Jonathan back to Dennis. Nope. Back to Kevin. Kevin to Dennis. Dennis to Justin. Justin to Wally. Wally's got 10 yards in front of him. Wally sends the side, gets cut off. They come down the middle of the field. At 10 on the left. There's nobody on him. Eric's coming back. Justin's going to cut him off. 10 toward the box. Gets poked away. Eric's on it. Eric clears it. Joshua, 1 behind him. Joshua sends it back to Ben. Ben on the ground, trying to find Joshua. Defender cuts it off. That's Eric on it. Eric to Ben. He's got 10 yards in front of him. Ben sends to the left, gets cut off. Gabe's going to get to it. Nope. Wally has it. Wally to Gabe. Gabe turns. Gabe to Ben. Ben inside to Joshua. Joshua to the end line. He crosses it right through the box. They clear it down the right side out of bounds. We're approaching 45 minutes in the first half. 1-0 Valeo. Dennis is on the throw. Dennis to Wally, and it's halftime. 1-0 Valeo.